To highlight what we wish to do, we have chosen three symbols or three glyphs to represent what the concept is all about. Those symbols are what are shown in the logo. They stand for Create, Connect, and Express, or CCE. Like we say, hashtag Passion Matters. Glyphs aims to be a platform where you indulge in to identify the passion created within you, connect with each other, and openly and ingenuously express your thoughts and passion. Now, as to why we started this channel, all of us have that one thing in our life that makes us really, really happy. We might call it a liking, a talent, a desire, or even a passion. It is that one thing that is completely unique to us. It can be that you love to sing or play an instrument. You could be passionate about photography, painting, doodling, or, well, even stone balancing. This might be something that you are not necessarily doing as your work. In fact, it is better if you have a passion that helps you unwind and enjoy your own company. The reason why we thought to create this channel was so that all could become a part of a community of people that are bound together by mutual respect and love for all kinds of passions. It is meant to encourage us to keep pursuing our passions. It is meant to have a group of people who see, learn, and appreciate the things that you do. And it is also an avenue where you can find out about the so many different things, different kinds of activities that could potentially become your passion. And that's exactly what we are here to do. Create, connect, and express. So again, good evening to all our guests who have joined us today. I am your host, Kavita Avasti, and I shall be taking you today evening through a world of films, the world of dance. So for all our guests today, please keep the chat box going. Please let us know what your comments are, but remember to select panelists and attendees so that everyone can see what you are sharing with us. There is a wonderful quote by Peter Jackson. He says, "The most honest form of filmmaking is to make a film for yourself." And the Academy Award winner director, Woody Allen, says, "If my films don't make a profit, I know I am doing something right." So friends, contrary to people's perception, filmmaking is not always about glamour. It is not always about being appreciated. And it's definitely not always about making money. In spite of being aware of all these factors, in spite of being born into a family with a movie background, and in spite of knowing the disadvantages, here is someone who decided to pursue his childhood passion, filmmaking. It is my pleasure to introduce today's first guest, Sushrut Mankani. A passion that won him the Dada Saheb Phalke Chitrapat Puraskar for the Best Supporting Actor for the film Swarajya in the year 2012. So Sushrut, your dad Ravindra Mankani is a well-known and a popular face both on screen and on stage. You had the opportunity to create the same hype, the same popularity, and of course, a great fan following. Okay, I mean a female fan following, okay? And yet, you decided to opt, you could have become an actor. If you wanted all this, you could have opted to become an actor. Yes, true, you did act in quite a few films. But then you decided to go along with acting, you also decided to pursue your first love, your passion, that about making films, that became your priority. So what was the reason? Why did you choose to go behind the camera into filmmaking? Our audience would love to hear from you, Sushmit.
First of all, thank you so much for having me today on this show. And it's my pleasure to be here. And let me go a little uh, before I tell anything about the story of why I decided to go behind the camera. Let me first of all let our audience know that what filmmaking is. Filmmaking is a form of art, which is only for mad people who are passionate about this one industry, which has no guarantee of any stability, income, or a job guarantee. You just need to be mad and passionate to pursue this career. And I guess I am one of those very few who decided to go towards this journey. So, first of all, I started acting as a kid in school dramas. Then during my college life, I was doing theater. But somewhere I felt acting can be a hobby, but my true calling was behind the camera. And behind the camera, there are so many things to do. And especially a director, he needs to know the basics of every aspect of filmmaking behind the camera. There are so many things like from story, screenplay, dialogues, music, editing, post production, VFX. There are tons of things that we have to do, and a director has to have basic command of all these things, and he needs to be creative when it comes to not just making a project. It may be any project. It may be an ad film, a theater project, a film, a web series, a serial, any content. But he needs to be in command of all these basic things that I just talked about. So when I was in college, I started assisting many directors just to get into the technical fact of filmmaking, the technical side. I wanted to know the theory, how filmmaking goes. And I was assisting this really good director, and my one of my closest friends was the associate director over there. And before this, I was acting. I still am acting. And at that time, while doing this project, there came a situation where there were around 200 junior artists on the set. The main star cast was there on set. The director was shouting the top of his voice over things, and I was like the third assistant, I guess, on that project. And there was this one particular scene where the shooting was going on, and I found out that there are some things that the director is not considering, which can be pointed out by the audience when they see the film. So I just, without thinking, I just stopped everything. I just told the director, "Excuse me, sir, I think you're wrong at this point. I think we should be doing this instead of this because this is not cinematically correct." And he just looked at me like, "Who is this third assistant telling me that I'm wrong?" And the lead actor of the film, he's like, "Yeah, this guy's correct. He has a valid point, and we should take this point in consideration." This happened in front of everybody, like the 200 junior artists, 100 and plus production unit, the star cast, everybody. And after a while, the director tells the associate to come along with him. They go somewhere, the corner of the set. The associate comes to me and he says, "The director's told you to go home and not come again ever on this set." I was like, "Why? What's wrong?" And then I just went with there and I'm like, "What's wrong, sir? I just pointed out your mistake. Isn't that mistake? It's a big mistake. It would have been a cinematic blunder." And he's like, "Just don't talk to me right now. I'm absolutely not in the mood to talk to you right now. Just get out of the set." And I felt really, angry. But of course, I left the set. I went home. Then later on, the associate director he meets me and he says, "It was not about you pointing out his mistake. It was you pointing out the mistake in front of everybody and actually being right, because it would have been a humongous blunder if that mistake would have been overseen. And that's why the director doesn't want you to come on the set again. And he's told me to tell you that you can find some other job." But the associate director, he told me that, to be frank, what you pointed out was a big point. It was a big mistake. And if we would have foreseen it, we would have just ignored it. It would have been a bigger problem later on. And he told me, "You have a good eye in understanding what a screenplay requires." Because before this film began, we were having tons of meetings in which I would usually, speak my mind, and it would be helpful sometimes because we used to only talk with the associate director. The director was like the director would always speak with the associate, then the associate would speak with us. We never directly went to the director in the meetings. So he told me, you have a good eye when it comes to understanding cinema, understanding a script, understanding what is required in a screenplay, like on location. You can actually judge that. So why don't you take this up as a career? And why don't you develop this skill of yours? And I gave it a thought, and that's how I decided, yeah, this is my true calling. Like, acting is my hobby. I love acting, but understanding cinema, and after understanding it, maybe one day presenting a story of my own is my true passion. That's how I decided to go towards that.
Nice. Nice.
And yeah,
Okay,
another big thing I would like to say is when the film
yes.
released, they actually used the point that I suggested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was another thing that made me realize that yeah, I was right. I just should have used another way of approaching the director. But yeah, they used my point, so it was a win-win situation.
Oh, okay. Nice. So yes, like we were saying, being a director, being a filmmaker is not always glamorous. You need to keep your mouth shut at times. I think Srishta just told us that. Yes. So audience, it's time for our quiz. Before you put your answers in the chat box, make sure you select panelists and attendees so that all of us can see your answers. Okay. I'm going to start with a very easy question today. Who is known as the father of Indian cinema? I need you to put your answers in the chat box. Who is known as the father of Indian cinema? I need to know. Audience, come on. I need to know your answers. Please do not use Google. Yes, we've got one person immediately who's given us an answer there. Yes, of course, it is the great Dada Saheb Phalke. He was also the person who made the first Indian film, Raja Harishchandra. Yes. For the people who are answering late, are you going on to Google? I need to know that. Okay. Okay, now for the next question. This one is going to require a little bit of thinking, okay? Since we're talking about filmmaking, I want the audience to tell me who was the first actress, the first lady, I mean, to get a degree in filmmaking. Who was the first actress or the first lady who got a degree in filmmaking? Please change your settings from panelists to panelists and attendees. And then please put in her answers. Come on, I need you to think. The little bit of lag, I guess, does it mean that some of you are actually looking in there? No, it's not Saipa Anspe. Yes, I know this one's difficult, which is exactly why I asked you. It's not going to be easy. No, it is not Durga Khote. Nice. It's good to think. The lady. So the previous answer was given by Parag Vartak. Parag, what happened? I'm going to give you 10 seconds more to think about that. The people on FB who are watching us, we would like your comments as well. Please let us know. No, okay. Abhijit, no. So I'm going to tell you the first lady who got a degree in filmmaking is Devika Rani. She had an acting career that spanned over 10 years, and she's also known as the first lady of Indian cinema. All right. Yes. Yes, Parag. Thank you so much. Moving on. Sushruth, over to you.
Yeah.
We all know that filmmaking is very demanding. It takes a lot of time, sometimes family life, friends, everything can go haywire. Everything takes a backseat. It sometimes takes a toll on your personal relationship as well.
Absolutely.
So what we would like to know from you is, have you ever come to a situation where you've had to make a decision, where you had to choose either between your passion or your relationships? Please, we would like to hear from you.
Okay. I would like to tell you about two stories.
Sushruth, just before you proceed,
yeah,
if you can be a little louder, our audience needs to hear.
Is this okay?
Yes. Yes.
This is fine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to tell you about two stories regarding this question. Yes, filmmaking, rather this whole industry is demanding, especially for actors and directors who come from various parts of the country, because everybody knows Mumbai is the film capital of our country, and yes, there are regional industries everywhere, but everyone has to come to Mumbai because most of Hindi, Marathi television or film industry resides over there, and you have to come away from your family, friends, your relatives, everyone, and you have to come here. It's a big city, and it's a hard struggle over there. And during my college time, I started working side by side as an assistant director when I was 18 years old, I guess. And so there are two things that I will always regret is the last year of my college, I was really not present in the college all the time. I was assisting on various film projects, and I was away from my friends. I was away from the college life that everybody loves, and I couldn't really live the last few months of my college life as a college student. That point will always remain in my mind. And then there was this very good friend of mine. She was like, we were very fond of each other. She was fond of me. I was fond of her. And like you said, uh, does it hamper relationships? So this person in my life who was really close to me, uh, we were actually, thinking about taking this a step further, but could not really find the exact time to give her, because at times people in life, girls are demanding, sometimes guys are demanding. In my case, this girl was a little demanding, uh, no hard feelings, but there used to come a point where she used to be like, is a work everything for you? Is this everything for you? It's just a job. It's just an assistant director's job. And I was like, yeah, but this is what I love. This is what I like. This is what I want to learn. And this is the right time to learn. If I give up right now to learn, when will I learn everything? And there came a point when she decided either choose work or choose me. So I had to choose work, because at the end, that is my passion. That is something that has to be done by, I think, everyone. You have a time when you learn things, and then comes a time you utilize those things. So when you have the time to learn things, you're getting an option to choose. You have to choose work. You have to choose what you love. Then maybe the people who love you will understand that, and that's why I had to let go of that. Even today, we are good friends. We have moved on, but nobody. We can never know if there would have been something out of this. Would there have been a relationship? Would there have been something? But no hard feelings. I still did what I loved. I will still keep on doing what I love. If I have to choose today between work and a personal, anything personal, I would definitely give preference to work, because that is the only thing I know. There's nothing else that I know of.
Thank you. Thank you, Sushil. I think what you've also done here is, for all the audience we have here, you've just proved the point that you still are an eligible bachelor. So for all the ladies out there, that this one's for you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, audience, time to start exercising your brains again. We come up with the next quiz. Okay, so I want you to name two films, two Indian films, which was so long that they had not one but two intervals. I repeat, they had two intervals. They were so long that they had to have two intervals. I want the name of the two films, two Indian films, Indian Bollywood films. No Parag, not Mother India, not Sholay, Ajay. For the people watching us on FB, again, we would like your comments as well. When the audience disappears, I know they're Googling. Yes, we have Suhasini. Yes, Aniket. Abhijit, yes. Non-Mughal Azam. Yes, Ajay, yes. That's right. The two movies which we have, the first one is Mera Naam Joker, which was a phenomenal 255 minutes movie. It was that long. And the second one is Sangam, which was 238 minutes. These are some really long ones. Yes. So those are two movies. Moving on to the next question. Which movie has the record of having the maximum number of awards? It's not a very old movie. I'm going to give you a hint. It was released in the year 2002. A movie which has the record of having the maximum number of awards? Come on, it's time for us all to exercise our brains. Yes. No, not Lagan, not Three Idiots. It was released in the year 2002. Not Sholay. No. Yes, Abhijit, we have an answer there. Yes, Abhijit Zanved, that's the right answer. The movie is the Hrithik Roshan starrer, his debut film, Kaho Na Pyar Hai. They had a phenomenal 92 awards for the movie. Yes, 92 awards, that is. Yes. Okay, now the last question. It's really interesting. I want you to give me the answer to this one. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. This is the first Indian movie which was made through crowdfunding. Okay, crowdfunding, as in there were a lot of people who invested. It's the movie which has the highest number of investors and the first movie that was released through crowdfunding. Again, I'm going to give you a hint here. It was directed by the very famous Shyam Benegal. I want the name of the movie. Yes, Abhijit. Wow. You truly are an encyclopedia. Yes, Sarai. Yes. That's the movie Manthan. It was directed by Shyam Benegal. It was based on the White Revolution. There were 5 lakh farmers who contributed rupees 2 each to fund this movie. The Smita Patil starrer, that's the movie, Manthan. All right, yes, that's right, Amol. It was based on the White Revolution. All right. Back to you, Sushrat.
Yes.
We all have heard, the good side and the bad side. All of us know that there is a flip side also to this part of filmmaking. Have you ever been so dejected, so depressed that you decided, enough, that's it. I am done. I quit. Has there ever come a situation like this?
Oh, many times, many times.
Okay.
This situation comes like in this industry many times, and I'm sure, especially with actors, it comes hell lot of times because if you gather like 100 people who have nothing to do with the film industry, and if you ask a question, who wants to be an actor, I think 99 people will raise their hands without even knowing what acting is, because everybody wants to be an actor somewhere or the other. Everybody wants to be here, and actors, I think, face this rejection almost every day. But with me, there was this one crazy incident that I would like to tell you, because it's quite crazy enough for me. 10 things were happening in the same day, and that one day, if I would have decided like enough is enough, I would have either rebelled on the set, or I would have just quit this industry. I did neither. I continued. So what happened is, I was assisting. I was the second assistant director. I think I was the chief assistant over here, and uh, we were shooting, I think, in some village. It was quite away from Mumbai. It was in Sangli or somewhere. And the actors of the film, quite well-known people. I will not take their names because today we are quite good friends, even after the hardships we had. So this particular person was being uh, quite a jerk on set. He's a really good actor, and he called me up and he's like, "I want you to go in my vanity and get my shoes." So I was like, "Okay, I'll tell the spot guy or I'll tell the dressman." He's like, "No, no, no. You are supposed to go and get my shoes." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll go and get your shoes, whatever." It's not my job actually, but I did not sense that he was doing this on purpose. He was just doing it on purpose. I realized that later. I went to the vanity. I got his shoes. I keep it in front of him, and he's like, "What are you looking at? No, help me wear them. I'm busy on my phone." At that time, there was no WhatsApp. I think he was playing the game called Snake, and he was like, "Help me out. Remove my old shoes and wear these shoes. Help me wear them on my feet." I was quite taken back by this, and I was like, "What should I do in such a situation?" I looked at the director. The director just looks away and goes away. I looked at my friend, who's an associate on the film. He just has a blank face. Nobody knows what to do. Every other star cast is just looking like, what's going to happen now. Uh, I just sat down. I took out his shoes. I helped him wear his other shoes on his feet. I tied the laces, and then he's like, "Okay, now keep the old shoes in the vanity again." Like, okay. And I pick up the shoes and I'm going to the vanity. I felt really, really angry at that time. But I was like, "Okay, chalo, I'm working as an assistant. I'm learning. Let's just forget it." When I'm coming back, I was not over there. I was not on the location. But while coming back, I heard him telling everybody else. They were having a chit chat, and he was quite laughing on that. And he's like, "See what I did. I can make an actor's son put shoes on my feet. This is the kind of actor I am. This is the kind of person I am. I can do." I got so pissed off. I'm like, he was just doing it to have fun. He was just doing it as a means of being a jerk on location in front of everybody. But I just let bygones be bygones. The day ended. Sorry, we were in Karzat. We were not in Sangli. We were in Karzat. And after that, I was given the responsibility to pay the junior artist over there. And it was not my responsibility, but it was quite chaotic that day. So the production just requested me just take this money and just give it to the junior artist one by one. So I was doing it. It took a little extra time. By the time I was done, I came back. I saw everybody had left. There was nobody on set.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, where did everybody go? So I tried calling the production manager. He's like, oh, we left like half an hour ago. Where are you? I'm like, I'm still here. Oh, he's like, okay, do one thing, go to the station and take a train to Mumbai. And I was like, I have no idea. This is like my first time in Karzat. I don't know where the station is. I don't know what city, like how the city is. I don't know where to go. And I just took a deep breath. I'm like, okay, let's just try to find out. I find out that the station is quite far away from the location. I have to spend quite some amount of money, which I did not have at that time. Uh, to reach the station, I reached the station. I could not afford a ticket because I had no money left. I just get into the train. I change the train at some station. While at the other station, I get caught by the TC. Since I don't have money, he's like, go to the ATM and it's just right there, and you will have to pay the fine. I was so pissed. I went to the ATM. I took out the money. I paid the fine. I walked my way to my house and I just sat down. It was morning by that time because everything happened at night. I had to wait on the station for the train. The next day, I came back to Dadar. I was at my home. It was morning time at that by then, and I was just sitting and I was like, should I just go back to Pune? I should just stop working in this industry. Nobody is good over here. Everybody is just pathetic. Everybody has a bad heart. Nobody is gonna help you out over here. And I just had a sleep of like say 3 4 hours. I get up in the morning. I get a call from my friend. Are you coming? It's like we have to reach by 12 o'clock in the office. I go to the office. I have a blank face, poker face. I look at everyone. If nobody cares, like how I reach back home, nobody cares. And I just look at the director. He's like, oh, okay, so why are you late and everything? I was like, I, I, I got up late. I didn't tell him what happened. So I realized at that time, like nobody really cares what happens to you at times, but it is you who have to decide what you have to do. You have to quit or you have to get back up and go complete your job. So I decided not to quit. I decided to complete my job because it's a job I've taken and no matter what, I have to complete it. So yeah, I did complete the film and the film got released and everything. It was a learning process. And that actor today, he's a senior actor, but today we share a quite good rapport. It's not like there are any hard feelings anymore. But
True.
yeah, I mean, I think it was just an incident that happened and
Yeah.
happened.
Oops. Thank you, Sushruth. So, like we say, I think all of us know the harder you fall, the stronger you rise.
Right.
I think this just proves, Sushruth, that, like I said in the beginning, filmmaking is not always about glamour and not always about feeling good. So, thank you, Sushruth, for all your shares. And I would like to share with the audience that the best of the filmmakers of the world believe that there are 3 P's required for filmmaking: passion, patience, and perseverance. Passion, of course, we can see Shusruth was born with. Patience and perseverance, he has definitely acquired. And we all wish him a lot of luck for his future endeavors to take his passion to new heights. Thank you so much, Sushruth, for being with us, showing us the world behind the camera, and giving us some wonderful insights to our audience.
Thank you
Thank
so
you. Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you. I would
Thank
like to
you.
add something before going.
Yes.
to the audience.
Yes.
Even though this field looks glamorous, it might not be glamorous inside. There are good people, there are bad people. But if you're, looking at this field as an industry, as a source of making a career, do it if you have to. Don't think that there are bad people, there are good people. Do it, because even though there are bad sides of this industry, it's a good industry. It's a creative industry, and you have to make your own mark in this industry. So don't think about all the bads that are going to happen. Think about what good you can make out of it, and do think about this as a career. Only if you are mad enough, and only if you're crazy enough for your passion. Remember, this
That's
industry
true.
does not have any guarantee of money income. You work, you get money. You don't have any work, you don't have any money. So think about it, but don't neglect this. This is quite a crazy industry, but a good industry.
Beautiful thought. Very well said, Sushruth. Thank you so much. I
Thank you
think there are
so
going to
much
be
for
a lot
having
more people into your field very soon.
me.
But beautifully said. Thank you so much, Sushruth,
Thank
for
you.
being with us. So moving on, friends, what exactly is Glyphs? You are here for Glyphs. What is it that Glyphs is all about? They say passion is your version of magic within you, around you. With the power that a passion can have, you never know who you may inspire, who you may make smile or even cry with joy. It doesn't need to be fancy. Passion is at its best in its simplest form. Think about the people around you. There are so many of your friends, your relatives, your siblings, and colleagues who have this innate ability to create magic. Then, what is stopping us? Let's come together. Let's create waves of magic, of happiness, and learnings together. So, friends, this is a free channel which shall showcase performances on 2 days every week. The day and the time will be notified to everyone through our Facebook page by the name of Glyphs, Create, Connect, and Express. So each of you can be a part of this. We want each of you to be a part of this. We shall be eagerly waiting for you to join us. And now, moving to the next part, Tanushri, over to you to take it on from here, please.
Thank you so much for that, Kavita. So today, I would like to say something to everyone who's present here. Be selfish, love yourself, and take charge of your desires. Well, I'm sure a lot of people right now might have some confused look on their faces. So let me just explain what I mean to say. Be selfish with your time. Just half an hour in the day, keep it aside just for you. Love yourself enough to evaluate what activity makes you happy. Let's say andar se, and take charge to promise yourself that you will indulge in that activity for at least half an hour every day. This thing that gives you your inner happiness, that is where you will find your passion. May it be in reading novels, in writing poetry, teaching music, dancing, and any or all of these passions, as quite a few of you have mentioned here today. Hello, everyone. I am Tanushri, one of the founders of GlyphsCCE. And along with my partners, Salil and Gayatri, I'm extremely happy to welcome you, not just for this episode, but to be a part of this entire community, which is built on passion. Since our launch exactly 10 days back, GlyphsCCE has acquired almost 600 followers on Facebook and Instagram. We have managed to reach the countries like the US, UK, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Kuwait, Dubai, and Africa as well. In India, the cities that we have had viewership in is Mumbai, Mangalore, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Nashik, Nagpur, Surat, Jammu, and of course our very own Pune. In fact, just the last episode has reached a viewership of over 1,700 people. So we are so happy that you are with us here today. As Kavita has shared with us the purpose behind starting this channel and what exactly to expect here, let me share with you 3 ways on how you can be a part of this entire growing community. Here is where I will need for you to be active on your chat box as well. Okay. So the first and the most simple way to join us is to join us every week for our live shows on Thursday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. The details of this will be posted on our social media regularly. So if all of you as the audience wish to be a part of this, then type in the chat box patron, which means being a part of our audience. The second, a simpler way to join us is by sharing about GlyphsCCE to your friends, your family, your associates, and absolutely any person that you can think of who would enjoy being a part of this community. We've reached about 9 countries worldwide and around 10 cities across India, and we would love to take this to more places. So if you wish to come on board and share about Glyphs in different countries or even different cities, put in promoter in the chat box and also the name of the place that you can take this Glyphs channel to. You can put in promoter. And of course, the simplest way to connect with us is by being a participant on this channel. So if you or anyone that you know closely would like to become a participant here, type in performer in the chat box along with your number and we will get in touch with you. So you can type in performer. So the 3 ways would be, one is the patron. So you will join us as the audience. The second would be a promoter, wherein you can help us to reach more cities and more countries worldwide. And the third would be the performer, wherein you can come and perform on this platform. So I conclude my bit by sharing, make time for some self-love every single day. After all, as we say, #passion matters.
Thank you, Tanushree. Thank you so much. Like Tanushree said, we are waiting for you to be a part of this beautiful channel, Glyphs. So moving on, friends. They say, why walk when you can dance? Our next guest for today probably started dancing much before she started walking. Gauravi Ketkar, who started Kathak even before she turned 6. Her passion has only grown since then. And today, she is an accomplished dancer who can perform through many dance forms. Gauravi did a diploma in dance and gained proficiency in dance forms like contemporary, jazz, Bollywood, freestyle, hip-hop, and semi-classical. She says her personal favorite is semi-classical. Dance requires a lot of energy, a lot of time, and of course, a lot of dedication, which is only possible if one is passionate about it. Gauravi not only identified that passion at a very young age, but successfully carried it forward for so many years. Today, she will be performing on various dance forms like Kathak, semi-classical, and freestyle. For our audience today, I would like to share, I think I take great pride in sharing with all of you that Gauravi is performing live from Nashik. That's one of the benefits of this lovely lockdown, I think, that all of us are experiencing right now. Tarana. Tarana is a type of composition in Hindustani classical vocal music in which certain words and syllables are based on Persian and Arabic languages where they're used. They could be medium paced, that is Madhyalay, fast, which is Drutlay, or very, very fast, which is called Mahadrutlay. Today's first performance is a mix of a tarana and a beautiful Marathi song, Chimba Bhizlele, which portrays the classical Kathak style of dance. The song, the Marathi song, is a beautiful composition by Ajay Atul. It is sung by Preeti Kamath and Shankar Mahadevan. So Gauravi from Nashik, over to you.
झिलमिल भाव तुम्हारा मन मन पुल उठताती सहवास तुझा मधुमास फुलाचा गंध सुटला आधुनिकार धारा झोपो बड़ा शहारा चिंब भिजले रूप सजले लाडकी वो बड़ा होते चिंब भिजले रूप सजले तगरे गनी धी तगरे गनी धी तना तेरे ना धी तगरे गनी धी तगरे गनी धी तना तेरे ना ओदानी तेरे तेरे तानी तना तेरे ना ओदानी तेरे तेरे तानी तना तेरे ना धी तगरे गनी धी तगरे गनी धी
Gauravi, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful performance. Actually, audience, do you know Tinije Payat Gumru Banlet? She's wearing 100 gumrus in each feet. That's the kind of gumrus that she has here. और इसी घुंघरू पे एक शेर अर्ज है। हर किसी के सपने हैं, हर किसी की कहानी है, हर किसी के सपने हैं, हर किसी की कहानी है, इस छनक से ही पहचान लो, इस छनक से ही पहचान लो, इन घुंघरुओं की दास्तान पुरानी है। इसी घुंघरू की छनक से पेश है अगला गाना, Agla Dance, a semi-classical dance from the movie Bahubali. Gauravi, over to you again.
मुरी बंसी बजैया नंदलाला कन्हैया मुरी बंसी बजैया नंदलाला कन्हैया मुरी बंसी बजैया नंदलाला कन्हैया जाके छुड़ा के दूंगी रे कान्हा सो जा जरा ओ कान्हा सो जा जरा लुक छुप के तकिया रानी कान्हा सो जा जरा कान्हा सो जा जरा नैनों से न छुड़ाऊंगी कान्हा सो जा जरा कान्हा सो जा जरा कान्हा सो जा जरा कान्हा सो जा गोपियों के पीछे फिर तूने सजन पर थक गए पाप तेरे सांस गड़ा ले रुक जा कान्हा थम जा मान भी जा पगले सुनी जो तेरी मूर्ति चल रे चल पिया मोरी वो जुलमी गाती रहेंगे ले मैं तेरे हो गई चढ़ गई तेरी पे पिया रामा सो जा जरा
खूप सुंदर गौरवी, खूप सुंदर, खूप जास्त graceful. Very nice. For the audience, it has rained extremely heavily in Nashik. There could be a slight lag in the internet, but that's only that much that we can do. Please bear with us. There are only some things which we can do, some things which we really cannot control. So extremely sorry for that. Yes, there could be. There is a little bit of problem there. It has rained really badly. Moving on, audience. We have charged up our feet. Now it's time to charge up our brain cells. Get yourselves ready. Get your phones ready. Time for the next quiz. Okay, again, I'm going to start with a slightly simpler question related to dance. Which is the national dance of India? Which is the national dance of India? I want you to put it in the chat box. Please select Nahi Mandar Kathak Nahi. No, Tanushree, you cannot answer. It's not Kuchipudi. The national dance of India. Yes, Ashwini, Mrinal. Yes, Suhasini, that's right. The answer is Bharatnatyam. Bharatnatyam is the national dance of India. It comes from the state of Tamil Nadu. Moving on to the next question. Who is the Kathak king of India? The king of Kathak, a very famous personality. Of course, Mandar. Yes, I think no prizes for guessing this. Everybody knows Pandit Birju Maharaj. He is also known as the best Kathak dancer all over the world. Pandit Birju Maharaj. That's right. Yes. Okay, now for the next question. Pay attention. I'm going to share with you the 8 main forms of dance which we have in India. They are Kathak, Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Manipuri Odissi, Satriya, Manipuri, and Mohiniyattam. I want you to tell me which is the most difficult of these dance forms that I have just shared with you. Out of the 8 dance forms that we have in India, the 8 basic dance forms, there are many more. Which is the most difficult? No, it's not Kathakali. It's not Mohiniyattam. Nahi Asim. Nope. Come on, guys. It's a very, very regular form of dance. It's not Kuchipudi. No, it's not Satriya. All? Okay, Mandar. No, it's not all. Yes, we have an answer there from Sunita and Chetan. Yes, the answer is again Bharatnatyam. Bharatnatyam is supposed to be one of the toughest form of dances out of the 8 basic forms that we have in India. And coming to the last question, again, addressed to the FB, the people who are watching us on FB Live, we do want to know the answers from you as well. So listen to this now, the last question. Who is the god of classical dance? Who is the god of classical dance? That's right. It is Shiva. Kahi loka Nataraj म्हणता है, so we have somebody, Mandar. Yes, you said Shiva. Nataraj is a depiction of Shiva as the divine dancer. But yes, the god in it is Shiva. In the olden times, classical dances were considered as a sacred art. And this eternal art has come from the dancing god, yes, that we know as Lord Shiva. So yes, of course, that's a little bit of trivia from me. Moving on to the last performance of the day from Gauravi, the freestyle which she is going to show us today. So Gauravi, over to you.
बनो तेरा स्वैगर लागे सैक्सी बनो तेरा तेरा बनो तेरा स्वैगर लागे सैक्सी बनो तेरा 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 राखी साइज तुमहिया चुनरी 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 मैं डालूंगा भंगड़ा तू भी गिरता पाले ना थोड़ा ऑफ बीट है मैं कहीं नहीं आऊं जानो तेरे सारे पर कोई यार ना बहुत स्वीट है पर फूल फूल करने लगो ना तुम करे दिन कटारी है लगन देगी लगन करेगी कब तो करती है मैं कोई बताती विक्टोरिया नवराई माझी लाडाची लाडाची ग आता राहील चंद्राची चंद्राची ग अमृतारी चूड़िया रात बड़ी नमतारी को दिल बताई तुम्हें गला मेरी चूड़ी सनम कुछ ना मैं बोलूं तुझे मेरी कसम आई जवानी सर पे मेरे तेरे बिन क्या करूं जवानी पर हम आंखों में इसके इशारे मेरे नखरे सपनों के लाखों नजारे सारे रंगीले रंगीले हेलो हेलो तू फ्लोट पे लगे आई हेलो हेलो बड़ी सॉलिड मस्ती चाय कुड़िया बिगिया चुड़िया कुड़िया बिगिया कुड़िया जावड़ सना आवड़ ओ इन्ना कुड़िया दे मारे हुए कंग देख लो नच गए सारे रंग मिलके नच गए सारे दिन जुल के नच गए सारे रंग मिलके आज दिन जुल के ले सारे के सारे न सारे नच गए सारे रंग मिलके आज दिन जुल के ले सारे के सारे न सारे बस मानो खाने
Wow, that's absolutely lovely. Audience, please understand it is very difficult to dance back to back Teen Gani Ashi for 20 minutes like this. Like I said, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of dedication. So you've seen the absolute vast styles that she has performed on today, right? From the classical Kathak song to this mashup of Bollywood, the freestyle. Gauravi, very graceful, very captivating. You've kept the audience at the edge of the seats throughout your performance. Thank you so much for that. From this, I think we all realize that great dancers are not great because of the techniques. They are great because of their passion. Every passion and every person behind that passion has a story to tell. So thank you to our audience for being a part of the stories of both Sushrut and Gayatri. Lovely. Do put your comments in the chat box so that we know what you have felt about the program. So friends, like I shared previously, this is a free channel and we will be showcasing performances on 2 days every week. We have divided these performances into 3 verticals: knowledge sharing or awareness, performing and static arts, interactive engagements. You may have knowledge about a particular topic, which you may want to share with everyone and create an awareness about it. Be it anything right from trees to global warming, Cartoon Network to Animal Planet, fun and games to scientific discoveries. Or you may be someone who would love to display a certain passion that you may have for maybe photography, painting, sculpting, poetry, singing, dancing, performing arts. You may be someone who loves to conduct interactive activities. The list is endless. The possibilities are infinite. And we are here to listen to each and every one of you. That's what Glyphs says. We know you got it. You know you got it. Now, let the world know you got it. Glyphs is your platform. It is all about you, all for you. So let's come together. Let's build a new era. That's all from my side, guys. Thank you again from Team Glyphs for being a part of this wonderful episode. This is your host, Kavita Avasti, signing off. But wait, just wait. Don't go yet. We will be handing over to Salil for the next part. So till then, guys, stay home, stay safe, and take care. Goodbye and see you on Sunday. Salil, over to you.
Thank you so much, Kavita. What a wonderful host she is, isn't she? And that's let's see all of you writing how wonderful host she is. So let me start by thanking her for for hosting all the shows that we have brought in for all of you. Well, you should know that Kavita is not a host by nature. She's just doing it for the first time for Glyphs. She actually runs a boutique called Poshak, which is on Ferguson College Road in Pune. She's also a mentor at Deyasra Foundation, and she is a senior director consultant at BNI Pune West. So lovely, Kavita. We are enjoying. I think all the episodes have shown how much the audience has actually enjoyed having you over there, having hosted the entire episode. Let me also thank our two performers for today. Gauravi, she hails from Nasik. So today's entire episode of Gauravi's dance was actually aired from Nasik, and we apologize to all our viewers today. Nasik had rainfall today, a very heavy downpour, and there was some problem with the connectivity. And Gauravi has done her BCom and also done her diploma in dance. Our Shishrut Mankani, what can I say? A young director who is striving in this industry. He also is into ad films. He's into filmmaking, and he's also acting in an upcoming film called Asim. So don't miss that. Okay, so thank you, Gauravi and Shishrut. Let me also thank our backbone, the back structure of this, Anirudh. Anirudh is, of course, with the University of Pune. So he's been the backbone of this entire channel that we are bringing live to you. I would also like to thank Ankita and Mangesh from DW Play Solutions. They are the ones who are doing the lovely creatives for us. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We are enjoying it, showing it to you. So thank you, Ankita and Mangesh. We have our special thanks to all the lovely audience that we have. We thank you for joining us every time. So now, for you, what we have done, we've brought in a loyalty program for you. So what are we going to do? We are going to, if you have joined us for more than 75% of our shows, we are going to ask you to come and join us at the panelist. So we'll give you some beautiful seatings. We will take a photograph with you, and we would like to publish this on all the medias that we are a part of. So join us. I'm going to call their names today. So we have Parag Vartak, we have Samira Petkar, we have Asim Barkule, we have Mandar Mahajan, we have Vaishali Ranade, we have Shilpa Deshpande, we have Pallavi Shelatkar. So all of you guys, thank you for joining us. We are going to ask you to come onto the panelist side. We also have Kaustubh Valembe and Vivek Baliga. So if you're there today, we would like to invite you to come on the panelist side, and we would like to take a photograph with all of you. But I would also like to thank Gayatri and Tanushri. Those two beautiful women, they have been stronghold of this channel. And the kind of time and effort that both of them are placing in is unimaginable. So thank you, both of you. That's exactly the reason why we are here. We want to make Glyphs a global channel. We want to have performances from all across the countries, and we want to air it especially for you over here. So as Kavita mentioned, we air it twice in a week. So what's going to happen on Super Sunday? Well, something really interesting that's coming down. This Sunday, we are going to have a puppet show for you. Okay, someone who has passion for making puppets and also creating stories on puppets. Don't miss it. And we also have a gentleman who is going to talk about wildlife conservancy. So we have Yogesh and Sanjay Deshpande who are going to come live on this Sunday to talk to us, to show us something that all of us can enjoy. Don't forget, have your kids along because this show is going to be very interesting for them. All right. Having said this, thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for joining us from all across the country, from across the globe. We thank you for being with us again and again. And do share our stories across the Facebook. You can of course connect with us on 98230-44939, or you can mail us on connect@GlyphsCCE.com. Our Facebook page, go on Facebook page GlyphsCCE. You'll find us there. If you are a patron, you can say you're a patron, and if you want to perform, say you want to perform. So there you go. That's there. With this, thank you so much for joining us. And we would like all the loyalists to stay back. We would like to invite you on the panelist part of it. So I would like to ask Gayatri if you can help me get this lovely audience, our loyalists, to come on the panelist side where we can take a photograph with all of them. Having said that, I can always I can end by saying good night, Shubharatra, Shabba Khair to all of you. It was lovely having all of you over here. Thank you so much.